The I-Team is digging deeper into JEA's 7.5 million gallon raw sewage spill into local waterways and the investigation into how it happened ordered by Governor Scott. Within the past 3 hours, we've learned of even more raw sewage going into creeks and tributaries, along with big problems the utility had notifying the public. Tarek was the only reporter at today's meeting of the Waterway Commission at City Hall. Tarek, are there still some people who have not yet been informed about raw sewage in their neighborhood?
There still are, and this is a very serious health concern. JEA only had approximately 30 sewage warning signs like this one made up before Hurricane Matthew hit, but more than 70 lift stations failed. The utility was printing up signs last night and into today, and they are still trying to notify every affected area. It is just one of the things that the Department of Environmental Protection will be investigating over the next several weeks. Now, this huge spill and the investigation was a topic at this morning's Waterways Commission meeting, where St. John's Riverkeeper Lisa Reineman told commissioners that this massive sewage leak could and should have been prevented. JEA reported more than 70 of their lift stations lost power. Well, we did some digging and found that the majority of these lift stations aren't equipped with backup generators. So when they lose power, that raw sewage spews into our rivers and on the ground. So here is what we were able to find out about JEA's capabilities during a storm. JEA reporting to the St. John's Riverkeeper that they have roughly 1,400 lift stations, which pump wastewater or sewage from a lower to higher elevation. But here's the problem. Only 280 of those lift stations have backup generators. JEA also has an additional 100 mobile generators, but those mobile generators cannot be deployed during a storm season for safety reasons. The St. John's Riverkeeper says JEA should have had an emergency plan in place, which was designed by a firm years ago.
Part of this plan had actually made recommendations to have backup power, to have dual power sources, to have isolation plans in place, emergency pump around plans. Unfortunately, these things have not been implemented.
During a press conference today, the CEO of JEA, Paul McElroy, said that the utility is evaluating what went wrong and how they will improve. But during today's Waterway Commission meeting, it was clear what went wrong. Those lift stations lost power. We'll keep you posted on what JEA's solution will be.